welcome to Dendrick's Evening Toy, the channel of the future. And speaking of future, you know, I was thinking this is the 1980s version of the future, right? Where everybody wore bathrobes, and it was bothering me that people are I think people are wearing pajamas on the street now. I've seen people in these pants that look like pajamas, and I'm not sure what's happening to society. But then I realized it's just part of the steps along the way to the robe-wearing future. So anyway, here is my video on StarCom, which I alluded to during my Diaclone video. What are you doing in there? Get out of there. And this is the StarCom base. Now I've got a lot of my StarCom stuff here, but not all of it. I'm going to try to assemble this on camera. This is the main piece of the base. It also comes with some other bits, like this airlock. And this is one of the feet that plugs in the bottom, just like these four here. Maybe it goes this way. Yes, it does. That just clips on here. And then there's a ramp. Clips on here, down to this platform here. And they're in various tints of white because this has been in storage for quite some time. And I'm afraid it has gone yellow. But I'm going to get some peroxide out later and we'll clean that up. Right now I just gave it a bit of a wash. Here's the, I guess, I don't know, fitness bar that plugs in the back here. And this is the anti-aircraft gun and the radar over here. Now, there's a spot back here. You can also move this gun into here, whichever place you would prefer it. I like it here. And then we'll get the command sent. Hey, what are you doing in there? This is my little Diaclone guy. He's there because he has magnets on his feet. And he's going to sleep like Michael Keaton Batman. Nice. So, there's the base all assembled. This is the figure that comes with the base. And you can see he has the matching little symbol that is on there. They all have these little transparent visors that go up and down. I don't think there's a top and a bottom to these. They just, they're easily lost, but I have most of them. And I believe these are the first two figures I got. I remember having these at school, sticking them onto my desk with the magnets on their feet. These magnets are used to attach them, but also they activate a lot of the features of the toys, which are called, what are they called? Power deploy, which activate the power deploy features. So I'll show you how they interact, and I also have two vehicles to show. There's this one here. And this really cool one here. Now all the figures come with some weapons and backpacks, so I stored mine in here. And then all these rubber hoses. This will be familiar to you if you've seen, if you're a G.I. Joe collector. So they have just two holes in the back, two pegs. Sometimes these get broken off, but of course if you're careful they won't. They plug in there. The hands are actually quite good. I've never had any of these hands break. They're just thick enough. That's what she said. And they're kind of big, but there you go. Yeah, this guy even has a mustache. Nice. So that's how those work. Now the way these work is the power deploy is usually a wind-up thing. So you wind it up like this anti-aircraft gun here. That's not supposed to activate just yet. It's supposed to stay locked until you put this guy here, and then it will activate. But it's an old toy. And yeah, he can sit down there. These metal panels, of course, are situated in different places. There are hidden magnets under the floor, so you can activate this airlock. So if you're, you know, let's get a different colored guy so that this doesn't wash out. On the back of the airlock, there's a lever here. So that you can put the guy here. See the little grate that's marked here? You can hear him click into place. Pull the lever, which will open the door and pass him through, right through the other door and out the other side. You just can't do it too fast. And there he goes, through the airlock. Look at this, educational. That's how I learned how airlocks work, probably. Yeah, so by the way, this StarCom toy line was made by Coleco with a partnership, I didn't know this at the time, with NASA. StarCom was launched in 1987. Sadly, it only lasted for 2 years. It did have one cartoon season to promote it, which was also in 1987. It only lasted for 1 season, though. That was 13 episodes. The line did fare better in Europe, though. So he can stick to this entire area here, and the command center, whatever here. They're pretty articulated too. The arms go up and down, and there's 2 joints in the leg so that they can sit. There's no magnets up here. And you can see that there are these, I'm going to take this out so we can see better here. These are the little stations where they work. So you can put this guy here. I don't think this does anything, but this one over here activates the radar. I've got to walk around again. These figures are 2 inches tall. They also have little rank pips on their uniforms. You can see this guy is, I think he's a private first class, I believe. If I'm going by memory, that's very stale, but these guys both have one little square on their uniforms. This guy, being the base commander, has looks like 3 bars, unless there's a scratch there and it's maybe a broken bar, but I think it's 3 long bars. Something, I don't know if these mean anything, but I'm going all over the place now, huh? You can see this one has 3 dots and 2 bars. This one has broken up in a different fashion. You get the idea. And then one of the bad guys here. This guy came with the Shadow Bat, which is a big enemy vehicle that had a cool few features in it. Sadly, I don't know what happened to it though. And then this Triforce-like symbol is the symbol of the bad guys. Everything was kind of a triangular theme with them. I think it was the Dark Empire. Anyway, what I was talking about. So over here, you can wind up this... oh no, I don't think it's working. I'm supposed to be able to wind this up with the dial here. And then when you put the guy on this particular station, well, not there, but right here on the plastic part, there's a magnet underneath that would activate this and make it spin around after you wound this up. But it doesn't seem to be catching on anything when I wind it now, so I guess it's broken over the years. And I believe that's the only one inside that does anything. These are just numbers 1, 2, and 3 are just for show, I suppose, so they can be able to do some stuff there. Get some exercise. Woo-hoo. You know, space gymnasts. They didn't really explore that aspect much in the show. So here are all the figures. We have some different ethnicities represented here, which is a good thing. So you can see we have dark-skinned astronauts, light-skinned astronauts, a couple of ginger astronauts, and these guys here, I have these two. You can see they have matching little symbols on their left breast there. That's because they are both supposed to pilot this vehicle, I believe. It comes with one of them, and the other one I bought separately to go with it. I don't know how I remember this stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Oh, this guy has that too. Let's see, I think it was this guy here that came with the truck. And I remember this guy was one of the air, there's the air division, I guess. He came with the other vehicle that I'm going to show. I also had another bad guy that was a robot, and I don't know what happened to him either. So there's my Space Force, my 2-inch Space Force, and my 1-inch Diaclone guy who has nothing to do with this review, so let's get rid of him. Oh, I forgot one of the original guys. He's supposed to be back there too. There they are. Now let's see how much of my power deploy stuff still works here. Yeah, this stuff was very dear to me, so important and precious that I kept it in this plastic shopping bag all these years. I hate my past self sometimes. So here is that's probably what it's called, and it's missing a piece. There's supposed to be a large gun turret that sits here, and it comes with this container. You can see that it's the same size as this one. They are interchangeable, of course, which I like. And there's like the little, I don't know, some kind of wolf squad or something. Good stickers on here. Here's the fuel refueling port that they all have. And the way this one works is you crank this back, and this magnet is supposed to be inside of there, but I need to glue it back in. It's broken. So this would either deploy this fueling pod or pick it up. So you can see also there's metal panels on the bottom so that the pilot or the driver could sit here securely and the gunner would be able to stand here. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a nice detail in there. And you can also use it as a troop transport and have a bunch of guys lined up on the back here. So there's the activation button. So the way this works, you crank this back, this foot clicks down. Look at that. I wish we had this on modern Transformers. At least give us a sticker for the taillights and stuff, right? So that's kind of cool. This is kind of a switch, but it also, looks like a stabilizer. So this would come back, because of the metal plates on the top of these things, it would come back and the magnet would pick it up. It would click into place here. And then you press the button. Okay, that's supposed to power deploy. That's supposed to go like that. These are all broken. That's too bad. Coleco. Rubber tires. Sorry, if you notice some water, it's just because I washed these before the review. So let's take a look at the fuel pod. It's got stickers to number each tank on here, and it has a rubber hose and a little refueling pipe here that pulls out. It's molded even for the handle, really nice, so that you can refuel the other vehicles. Right, here's one of the fuel ports here. You can do that. And I guess refueling was a big thing. I mean, G.I. Joe had this, Action Fleet had it. We used to think about that, I guess, with our toys. So very cool. And then you just feed this back inside. This is just a hollow piece. And just clips this back in here. Now the other piece here, this is called the, and you'll notice this vehicle itself compacts into the same size as this, which is awesome. So again, if you wanted to, you could have this up there. This is just my empty storage one. This one comes, whoops. The yellow one comes with the flying. These two come as a set together. These two come as a set together, but they're all interchangeable. Even the flying ones can pick up these. You can even put that in there, have it carried. Really cool. I used to have the, like I mentioned, I had the Shadow Bat, which had an opening cargo hold in this is a plane, so you could put this inside of it and have it deploy out of there too. So let's take a look at this one now. Let's say, this one came with this guy, so you can stand on top if you want to live life dangerously. 2 buttons on the back. This one opens up these fans. That still works nicely. So that's how it would fly. And then these 4 legs all slide outward and are folded. You can fold them down. I hope that, did I get that on camera? These all slide out. Then this comes out like that. The cockpit and the guns are going to spring forward when you press the other button, like that. So this can come all the way forward. Let's get our pilot in there. Another piece of metal to hold him in place. And I think the cockpit is up to you how you want to position it. I usually put it straight up and down like that, or the windscreen rather. It's not supposed to be that dark. It's aged over the years. So yeah, this would be able to come in and pick up any of these cargo pods and fly away with them. And then this button that deployed the front piece, it also pushes this little foot down so you can drop it off. So you come in, drop it off, and fly away. Really cool. You can also have it, in different positions. Kind of squat down. I had a lot of fun with this. I think this might have been the first vehicle that I bought. Really cool. So again, of course, you could pick up the other pods and do all kinds of stuff with those. Okay, I've managed to repair the magnet on the vehicle by using some good old super glue, my favorite substance in the world. So now I can demonstrate how this is supposed to work. You back up the truck, lean it a little bit, and it's picked it up. And then, again, this is going to be quicker than it should, but when you press the button, it's motorized action. Okay, that's slower than it was supposed to be. It's supposed to go, That's pretty close. I'm not actually sure why this flips down. Anyway, right. So the button, so the button here is supposed to release this, but something's jammed in mine now, so it's not working. It's supposed to push the magnet down. So there's what's left of my StarCom collection. I wish I could show you the Shadow Bat. There's also a little catalog that came with some of these, and I used to have that. Who knows where that's gone. It was a really cool toy line. I wish it had carried on, especially now that I found it was connected with NASA. I think this sort of things really inspired us as kids to, to go into certain interests and careers. I'm sure that there was some kids that sparked an interest in science because of this sort of thing, and space. Just like G.I. Joe sort of sparked an interest in the military for me, although I never actually went into the military, of course, but some people did. Anyway, if nothing else, it's a really cool line. And I'll be honest, I still don't know how the power deploy stuff works. I guess it's sort of a spring and gear type of mechanism, but it's too clever for me. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little taste of 80s nostalgia, and once again, thanks for watching, and thanks for watching.